A very good evening, dear students. In the previous classes, we have learned how to solve the problems which are related to both complex numbers as well as the topic quadratic equation. Now, continuing with that, in today's class, I will try to solve as many problems as possible which are related to integer type questions. That means, while solving this particular problem, you are supposed to apply whatever methods you are knowing to solve these problems, and at the last you will get some numbers. They are always positive numbers you will get. Those type of questions are called as integer type questions. Here we are having first problem, that is find the value of I plus root 3 power 100 plus I minus root 3 power 100 plus 2 power 100. Before solving this particular problem, we will make a note regarding the cube roots of unity. We will note one thing over here, that is regarding cube root of unity. Now consider x power 3 equal to, this one is called cube root of unity. Now this implies I can write this expression as x cube minus 1 can be written as 1 cube equal to 0. After shifting the term plus 1 to this side and expressing 1 as 1 cube. I hope you have understood up to here. Now see here, it is of the form a cube minus b cube. The formula is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. This one is the formula for a cube minus b cube. That is a minus b into a square plus a into b plus b square. Now see here, this implies either x is equal to 1 or x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now this one is quadratic equation. Here we are supposed to find out the root by using the formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now compare this entire equation with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. You get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to 1, isn't it? Substituting all those values, you get minus 1 plus or minus root over 1 square minus 4 into 1 into 1 whole divided by 2 into, I hope you have understood up to here. Now see here, we are having minus 1 plus or minus 1 minus 4, that is minus 3, it's a square root. Root over minus 3 can be written as root over 3i, because I value you know as equal to root over minus 1, isn't it? 4 divided by 2. These are the values of x. Either x is equal to 1 or x is equal to this one. Either x is equal to 1 or x is equal to these two values. Now here, suppose x is equal to minus 1 plus root over 3i divided by 2. This one is indicated as omega, and here you can consider this one as x1, here you can consider this one as xi, where I running over 2 to 3. Therefore, I can write this root as x2 is equal to minus 1 plus root over 3i divided by 2, and x3 can be written as minus 1 minus root over 3i divided by 2. This one is indicated as omega square. Now see here, x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to omega, x3 is equal to omega square. These are the cube roots of unity. Note that cube roots of unity must satisfy this relation, that is 1 plus omega square must be equal to 0. This one is the special property of cube roots of unity. That means if you add up all the roots of this cubic equation, you should get the value as equal to 0. I hope you have understood the meaning of cube roots of unity. Now keeping this one and this relation, we will try to solve this particular problem. Now consider the given expression, solution for this particular problem. Consider I plus root over 3 whole power 100 I minus root over 3 power 100 plus 2 power 100. Now here your task is to convert this entire expression in terms of 2 power 100 into this cube root of unity. Let us do that. Now here I can take out minus I as the common term. I can write this entire term as minus I into minus 1 minus root over 3 I, because I into I square, minus 1 into minus this one, must be equal to plus, isn't it? Because if you take out this minus I, you will get minus I into I, that is minus I square. I square value we know that as equal to minus 1, isn't it? If you substitute that way, you will get minus I square, that is plus 1. You will get its whole power 100. I hope you are following the things up to here. Now plus, see here, you are having once again minus I as the common term. I can take out. You are left with minus 1. Now see here, you must have here minus, so that I will multiply minus root over 3 into I, isn't it? I hope you can easily understand this thing. Into plus 2 power 100 as it is. Now see here, minus I into minus 1, that is plus I, minus I into minus I, that is plus I square, but I square value we know that as equal to minus 1. If you substitute that thing, you will get equal to minus root 3. I hope you can understand up to here. Now this one can be further written as, I will multiply and divide this entire equation here also and here also by 2 power 100, or divided by 2 power 100 multiplied with, now see here, minus I power 100 you will get, isn't it, into minus 1 plus root over 3I its power 100, keep as it is, plus here also I will multiply and divide by 2 power 100, you will get divided by 2 power 100 multiplied with minus I power 100 into minus 1 minus root 3I its power 100 plus 2 power 100 as it is. Now I can combine this value of 2 power 100 with this expression and this 2 power 100 with this expression. What you are left with? You are just left with 2 power 100 into, here minus I power 100 is equal to 1 itself. You are just left with minus 1 plus root 3I divided by 2 its whole power 100, isn't it? Plus 2 power 100 as it is into minus I power 100 is same as equal to 1. You are left with minus 1 minus root 3I divided by 2 its whole power 100 plus 2 power 100 as it is. I hope you can understand up to here. Now see here, 2 power 100 as the common one. What is this one? This one is nothing but omega, isn't it? Omega power 100. Next one, 2 power 100 I have taken as the common one. Here you are just left with x3, that is nothing but omega square, isn't it? Omega square. Its power 100 plus here you are having 2 power 100, that is same as 2 power 100. I hope you can understand up to here. Now see, 2 power 100 as it is into omega power 100 is omega itself plus omega square power 100, that is omega square itself plus 1 as it is, because of the reason that omega power 4n is always equal to 1 for all n belongs to set of all natural integers. Now this one, that is nothing but equal to cube root of unity expression, that is must be equal to 0. Now anything into 0 is equal to exactly 0. Therefore the value of this LHS part of this particular problem is exactly equal to 100. You can consider here x2 as omega square and x3 as omega also. If you consider this quantity as omega and this quantity as omega square, there is no ambiguity, I suppose. Dear students, I hope you have understood the solution of this particular problem. Next question is question number 2. If z square plus z plus 1 equal to 0, then find the value of z plus 1 divided by z whole square plus z square plus 1 divided by z square whole square plus z cube plus 1 divided by z cube whole square plus and so on up to plus z power 21 plus 1 divided by z power 21 whole square. That expression value we should find. Now let me try to solve this particular problem. Consider what they have given: z square plus z plus 1 equal to 0. Now comparing this equation with x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0, we have got the solution of this particular equation as x minus omega into x minus omega square equal to 0, isn't it? Same thing holds for here if you replace this x by z. Thus, we will get z minus omega into z minus omega square equal to 0. Now, this implies either z is equal to omega or z is equal to omega square. Now, suppose z is equal to omega, then 1 divided by z is equal to omega square, because these two omega and omega square are inverses of each other. I hope you have understood up to here. Now let me try to find the expressions for z plus 1 divided by z, z square plus 1 divided by z square, z cube plus 1 divided by z cube, and let me verify the same results which are holding for these three expressions are holding for next set of three elements and next other set of three elements or not. Let me do that. Now consider z plus 1 divided by z. That is, I will consider z as equal to omega here. Omega plus, if z is equal to omega, then 1 divided by z is equal to omega square. That must be equal to minus 1, because we know that 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Now if you consider only omega plus omega square, you get equal to minus 1. Now consider another expression, that is z square divided by 1 by z square, that is equal to, now square this one, you get omega square plus, if z square is equal to omega square, then 1 divided by this one, z power 2, that must be equal to how much? Omega power 4, isn't it? I hope you can easily understand this one. Now see here, you can take out omega square as a common one. You are just left with 1 plus another omega square, that is equal to omega square into, here you are having minus omega, isn't it? 1 plus omega square, that must be equal to minus omega. Now this one can be written as minus omega cube. You know that omega power 3 is always equal to 1. Therefore you will get minus. This one is the expression for z square plus 1 divided by z square. Now consider z power 3 plus 1 divided by z power 3. If you consider z as equal to omega, then z cube is equal to omega cube plus here 1 divided by z cube must be equal to omega power 6. Now take out omega cube as the common one. You are left with 1 plus omega power 3. I hope you can easily understand this one. Now omega power 3 is multiplied with, here you are having 1 plus omega cube, isn't it? 1 plus omega cube. Omega cube value we know that as equal to 1. Substitute that, you will get 1 plus 1, because omega cube value we know that as equal to, here this one is the raising over there. Now omega cube once again equal to 1 into 2, that is equal to 2. I hope you can easily understand these things up to here. Now let me verify the other four properties, other three set of expressions, that is z power 4 1 divided by z power 4, that is equal to here I can take out omega power 4 as the common one. We are just left with 1 plus omega power 4. As you know, now here we are having omega power 4 into 1 plus omega power 4. Omega power 4 can be written as omega cube into omega. Omega cube value we know that is equal to 1 into omega, that is omega. Thus we are left with 1 plus omega, isn't it? Now see here omega power 4, that is omega. Now here we are having 1 plus omega, that is minus omega square, isn't it? Thus we get minus omega power 3. We know that omega cube is equal to 1. Therefore we are just left with minus 1. That implies z plus 1 divided by z. That expression is same as z power 4 plus 1 divided by z power 4. Let me verify the other things. That is omega power 5 plus 1 divided by z power 5 plus 1 divided by z power 5. That is equal to omega power 5 plus omega power 10. Now here we can take out omega power 5 as the common one. We are just left with 1 plus omega power 5. Now omega power 5 can be written as just omega square. Here also 1 plus omega square. We know that 1 plus omega square is equal to minus omega. You can make this one as omega square into minus omega. You are just left with minus omega cube. Omega cube value is equal to 1. Therefore you get minus. I hope you are following the things. Thus the expression for z power 5 plus 1 divided by z power 5 is same as z square plus 1 divided by z square. And the last thing you are supposed to verify is whether z power 6 plus 1 divided by z power 6, whether this expression is exactly same as come out as equal to 2 or not. Now let me write this one, omega power 6 plus omega power 12. We are just left with omega power 6 into 1 plus omega power 6. This one can be written as omega cube whole power 2 plus omega cube whole power 2. We know that omega cube value is equal to 1. Therefore you are just left with 1 square into 1 plus 1, that is equal to exact. I hope you can easily understand all these things. Now consider the given expression and substitute the values over there. Now let me club the things over there. Let me club these 3 terms one side and the next 3 terms other side and all. What you are left with? Consider z plus 1 divided by z whole square plus z square plus 1 divided by z square whole square plus z cube plus 1 divided by z cube whole square plus I will write the some other 3 factors, that is z power 4 plus 1 divided by z power 4 whole square plus z power 5 plus 1 divided by z power 5 whole square plus z power 6 plus 1 divided by z power 6 whole square and so on to the last 3 terms you can write if you wish it is z power 19 plus 1 divided by z power 19 whole square plus z power 20 plus 1 divided by z power 20 whole square plus z power 21 plus 1 divided by z power 21 whole square. I have explicitly written the given expression in the form of 3 terms. That is, these 3 are clubbed with this thing. These 3 are clubbed. Here also these 3 are clubbed. I hope you can easily understand these things. Now here we know that the value of this one is equal to minus 1 its square plus its value is minus 1 square plus its value 2 square. I hope you can easily understand this one. Plus here for this term we got the value is equal to minus 1 square plus minus 1 square plus and here we got the value 2 square for this particular term. And the same pattern repeats how many times? 21 terms must be divided into 3 clubbing terms. That means 7 times we are supposed to repeat the same term. That is 2 power 2. Isn't it? These terms are repeated how many times? 7 times. That implies first find out the value of this expression, that is 4 plus 1 5, 5 plus 1 6, 6 into how many times it is repeated? 7 times. Therefore, the required answer for the given expression in this particular problem is come out as equal to 14. I hope you can easily understand the solution of this particular problem. The crucial part is let us verify these things properly. That's it. Next problem. This one is the last particular problem under this heading as well as under the chapter complex numbers and quadratic equations. Let me try to explain this one properly for you people. First of all, if 1 alpha 1 alpha 2 and so on up to alpha 3n be the roots of this equation, x power 3n plus 1 minus 1 equal to 0 and omega be an imaginary cube root of unity, then your task is to find the value of this rational expression. Now, let me try to solve this particular problem. Since 1 alpha 1 alpha 2 and so on up to alpha 3n are the roots of the equation, which equation? That is x power 3n plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. We must have what you must have? X minus 1 into x minus alpha 1 into x minus alpha 2 and so on up to x minus alpha 3n. This expression minus 1 must be equal to 0. Or you can consider this one are the factors of the equation of the given equation. You may call this equation as equation number 1, or you may call the product of these expression must be equal to 1. That implies this implies product of, that is product of, here you can write this one, product of x minus alpha, here the value running over I, where I running from 0 to 3n. This expression must be equal to 1. I hope you can easily understand this meaning. Now, let me consider the given expression utilizing the solution of this particular problem. Continue with the solution. Now, consider the given expression, that is omega square minus alpha 1 into omega square minus alpha 2 and so on up to omega square minus alpha 3n whole divided by omega minus alpha 1 into omega minus alpha 2 and so on up to omega minus alpha 3. Now, here I will multiply and divide this entire expression throughout in the both in the numerator and denominator by the term omega square minus 1 divided by omega square minus. I will multiply and divide this entire term by this term. Now, this one can be written as, now see here, omega square minus 1 into omega square minus alpha 1 and so on up to omega square minus alpha 3n. I can club the things over there. I will club this value with this expression. And here I will write omega square minus 1 as omega minus 1 into omega plus 1. I will club this omega minus 1 factor with these remaining factors. Therefore, you are left with omega minus 1, omega minus alpha 1 and so on to omega minus alpha 3 is multiplied with 1 divided by omega plus 1. Now, this one further can be written as, this expression can be written as omega square power. How many times I have added alpha here? Alpha from here to here, alpha were present 3n times, isn't it? One more term is added over here. Therefore, you are left with omega square power 3n minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1. I hope you can easily understand this one because here alpha 1 running from minus 1 multiplied with 1 divided by omega plus 1 as it is. I hope you can easily understand. Here this one omega power, omega is multiplied how many times? Further, first of all alpha were present from 1 to 3n. Here 1 term is extra, therefore you get 3n plus 1 here also. I hope you can easily understand this one. Now come to the next part. Here you can write this omega square power 3n plus 1 as omega square power 3n into omega square by utilizing law of indices. Minus 1 as it is whole divided by. Here also you can write this one as omega power 3n multiplied with omega minus 1 multiplied with the remaining factor 1 divided by omega plus 1. I hope you can easily understand this one. Now this one can be written as, now see here omega square power 3n is present, isn't it? That can be written as omega power 3n whole power square into omega square minus 1 divided by omega power 3n into omega minus 1 multiplied with 1 divided by omega plus 1 utilizing law of indices, that is a power m whole power n can be written as a power n whole power m. Finally that can be written as a power m into n. Utilizing this expression we can simply write this one as, we know that omega power 3n is equal to 1 power 2, that is 1 into omega square, that is omega square minus 1 divided by omega power 3n is equal to 1 into omega 1 into omega minus 1 multiplied with 1 divided by 1 omega plus 1, because omega power 3n is equal to 1 for all n belongs to set of natural numbers. You can easily understand this one. Now see here we are having omega square minus 1 divided by, it is of the form a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. Now these two terms will get cancelled. You are left with the LHS expression value is equal to exactly 1. I hope you can easily understand the solution of this particular problem. Thank you. Have a great day. From the next class onwards, I will directly start the competitive part of the chapter probability for your reference. Thank you. Have a great day.